the second thing money can do is it will attract certain kinds of people who benefit from your dysfunction. So if you got a gambling addiction, you're going to get the best bookie. If you're a drug addict, you're going to have the best dope dealers bring you the best dope whenever you come to town, right? If you like the ladies, you like the women, hey, Diddy had a whole crew of guys that would go out and collect women. He's in prison for some of that now, which is actually interesting to arbitrate to some extent because it seemed to me that what Diddy got actually locked up for was like something like was it soliciting prostitution across state lines or flying people places to just for the sake of debauchery or something. The Mann Act, yeah, yeah, and it's like no, it's so you mean it's illegal for people to get on Instagram and say, hey, if you fly me out, then the XYZ is going to happen. I wonder how they define that line because I know there's a whole culture around getting flued out. I don't know if y'all saw that. There's a whole conversation culturally about that. So anyway, with that said, though, um, whatever it is, whatever your vice is, and the four vices that ruin a black man's life typically are sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling. So whatever your vice is, there's always somebody there that's going to feed your vice because they're businessmen and business people are attracted to customers that have money. And the best customer for a businessman typically is a customer who has an addiction. If they're addicted to your product, like aka social media, Mark Zuckerberg is a dope dealer to some extent. Big Pharma is a dope dealer. People that sell sugary, fatty foods, they're dope dealers because there's proof that these things are addictive, right? So you got dope dealers everywhere. So ultimately, when this is one of the reasons why you got to be really careful about the balance because if you're off balance in a certain area, somebody will pick up on that and see that as a financial opportunity. A great documentary that I would have my son or daughter watch if they were a famous person is I'd have them watch Eddie Murphy's documentary, Being Eddie. Did anybody see Being Eddie? Anybody see Eddie Murphy's documentary? It's on Netflix, and I have so much respect for him. I had respect for him before. Like he's like to me, he's the good version of what I think Diddy was could have become. Just kind of like these guys that just seem to never get old. Like they seem, they're just these fixtures for 30 or 40 years, and they're doing the same thing and doing it at a high level. Diddy, kind of had a magic about him, like a Peter Panish effect. Unfortunately, it had the toxic underbelly of it was drugs and sex, right? But if you take away the drugs and the sex, and you just have a guy who's magical and making business deals and getting all these opportunities. Diddy doesn't. He's not such a bad guy, but it's the addictions that ultimately cost him everything.